Hello and welcome to a Tech Tuesday. Today's tech tip is going to focus on Today's Meet. It's a great tool that really can engage your students and be a great way for students to chat about class or any questions they have. So it's very simple to set up. You honestly don't even need to create an account. You go to todaysmeet.com, you give a name for your room. I generally give a name for my classroom. So my classroom is 523. And you have a choice to keep the room open for a month, an hour, a week, whatever. So usually I do it for an hour for the duration of the period. And you basically click open your room. Okay, it's not available, I guess, because I just tested this out beforehand. So we'll pretend I'm in Sarah Bloom's room. So my room is going to be 522. And we're going to open up my room for an hour. You're going to give yourself a nickname. So I'm going to do Mrs. K. And I'm going to click join. And I'm going to write a note. Feel free to write a message about something we are learning that interests you. And then this basically appears to anyone who's logged into the group. And the students can basically comment on anything they have. Maybe they can ask, what is a simile? And then Shprincy can respond. Someone else, clearly it's all coming about me, but Shprincy can respond. It compares to unlike things. So using like or as. So it's just a fun, engaging way. It's a little bit like Slack if you've ever used Slack. It's a great way of kind of like a back channel forum for students to basically ask questions and whatever. I will tell you that it worked. It was very successful. But I found, though, that it kind of got a little bit out of hand, that what would happen is that students then, on their own time in class, would then create their own Today's Meet with their own rooms and then would be chatting during class. So what I would recommend is really setting very strict guidelines about Today's Meet and really saying that Today's Meet can only be used, when I have created Today's Meet, it can't be distracting. Let them know that you are on Today's Meet so you see everything that's being posted, and that if they are not able, if they abuse it, then they'll be able to lose the chance to use Today's Meet. But it's just a great way, especially if you're doing individual, let's say if their kids are working individually or you're meeting or you're conferencing with a student and you don't want to be disturbed, but you also don't want the students to be talking to each other. You could say, okay, I'm creating a Today's Meet. Feel free to write any questions that you have and your fellow classmates can respond to answer them, but tell them that you're going to keep Today's Meet open on your Chromebook also so that you can monitor it. And I think it's just a great way of students kind of like taking ownership over their question, ownership over their work, and using it in an appropriate forum. If you have any questions about this, I believe that this is whitelisted, meaning that you have the ability to access it. I believe Josh accessed it, made it accessible for me last year. But definitely I would check it before using it. If you have any questions about this or about anything, please feel free to reach out. Signing off.